Invest 9 trillion in abandoned or stalled projects. Do you think this is viable or this is good economics for the country?
It is not good economics. It does not make any sense to waste public funds in unviable economic ventures. I will tell you for a fact, there are certain enterprises which are best run by private sector. For example, you asked me about the sugar industry, which has posed a serious challenge to this government. The sugar sector is best run by the private sector, not as state corporations. And you just look at what Uganda has done. Uganda liberalized and basically leased those enterprises.
So suluhu ni nini?
Suluhu ni kulease all these sugar companies to the private sector to run them. You won't be having this problem of having to produce billions. Like right now, on the Mashujaa Day, the president announced 1.5 billion to be given to the sugar factories, which they are now distributing. But that is just going to be palliative. It is just a temporary measure because by the time, this time next year, they will again be demanding more to be released. But a sustainable solution is to transfer the headache and the burden to the private sector. They will be run more viably commercially.
It's now like 10 months to the general election. Na kama as it is said, one day in politics is a very long time. Anything can happen between now and 9th of August 2022. Tunajua kuna zile tunaziita pre and post election pacts agreements. Saizi tunajua unafanya na Uhuru Kenyatta. If anything inaweza fanyika kwa ubaya, serikali ya Jubilee maybe isambaratike ama after the elections. Tunajua kuna Ruto, tunajua kuna Oka. Who would you be willing to work with? Maybe signing those pacts before or after the elections. Kuna Raila wewe, kuna Ruto, na kuna Oka. Who do you feel free more to work with?
Of course, you know that me and Oka, we come from the same background. That goes without question. You ask me a non-question, whom I would feel free to work with. And we already, of course, working with Uhuru Kenyatta. But as you know, he's going to retire. But he's got his party and his people. And we are working very closely with his party and his people. We'll continue to work together. And we'll have no problem working with Oka, because we worked together before.
What about Ruto? Umefanya na Ruto for a very long time before part ways. If it happens, if anything happens, would you be willing ufanye na Ruto?
I don't know in what context you're talking about. Because Ruto is a Kenyan, like any other Kenyan. But in what context? We'll be happy to see him play a role as another Kenyan. I will be very happy to welcome him as a leader of the opposition in the government that I'm leading.
Okay, tunapoelekea kutamatisha kwa sababu